Alright guys, hello, welcome back to the next episode of our Madden NFL 25 career mode, coming off of a win against the Carolina Panthers, winning by 10, threw a pick in there, got them their first touchdown of the game, and then basically ran the clock majority of the game. But week 13, we're getting into the late season. We can view the playoff picture. All available actions first, so we'll look at that before we get into the game. Attack the secondary, so they're more than likely going to want us to pass into the deep field, and then get an X factor probably for an entire game, and I think it's Olave because I believe he's the only X factor that we have for a receiver. I could be wrong, I don't quite remember. We're just gonna go ahead and jump right into this, so let's get to it. Pass coverage. Attack outside the numbers and downfield. Basically what we were doing last game. Defensive backs, so they're linemen. Get Olave involved early. Alright. Plus 10 release for wide receivers. Catching traffic for wide receivers. Alright, weight room. Alright, it is Olave. He's going to get his X Factor the whole game. So, playing against the Rams. Lock in on Chris. Alright, let's see what he has for us. We were a good match last game. Since we were new to the team, X Factor enabled for the entire game. Alright. Now let's take a look at this playoff picture before we do anything else. It's gonna be a wild card like we did last year. I just hope we don't get against Dallas again, but we'll have to wait and see. We have to win our games from here on out to get into the playoffs. I'm not sure if it's too different from last season, honestly. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and knock out our team workout. And then we'll see you guys for the game against the LA Rams.
It's week 13 of the NFL, and this one features the Saints' second-year quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Saints and the Rams, next on EA Sports.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside.
They always do that. I hate that.
Here come the Saints for their
Their
opening
20th
drive.
touchdown pass.
And they will be led out by their second-year
It's our drive
quarterback.
goal.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it.
All right, let's see how well we're going to be going here. On our 30-yard line, so we have some running room. And a decent play for Olave here. We'll do slot middle to the outside. What's his X factor? Reach for it. All right. Oh no!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to
Come on.
throw.
Dropped it first play. Okay, that's fine.
Intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling
That's
into
fine by me.
position almost had it, but it's second down.
All right, let's try this again.
Looking to throw. Johnson throwing out right here.
Just
caught by
shy of the
Olave.
first down.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
As soon as it cuts to the outside, I'm throwing it. I just need to be careful of that outside defender.
Back to throw.
Nice.
Johnson.
Too
Oh,
short.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't
Come on,
get it
dude.
to him. It's
4th and 3.
incomplete.
Fuck. I threw it too soon. All right, not a great start. We're down by 7 already. We'll see.
Home team's offense and their
All
quarterback.
right,
set to take
defense
the field
managing. We're
once
still
more.
sitting in 4th for
And he's
rushing
been a real
yards.
threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked
Mountain
his
slot
way
middle.
into the top 5 at this point of the season. Johnson throwing to start the drive.
Nice catch.
Throw left side is complete on
There
the
we go.
diving effort. The end result, 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball.
Got it.
He competes and takes it away. Great
Trying to
hands,
cross.
great ability to finish the catch.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Johnson drives
Olave, first down.
Finds Olave. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone.
Levels
and
out.
give him a first down.
We can try and cut across the middle. I don't know how we're gonna do about this. We'll try.
Back to throw again.
Air ball. Caught, held.
Olave over the middle.
Sweet.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Throw a curveball and we'll run it.
Kamara
Nice.
trying the right side. And
Okay,
a couple
gain
of
of 2.
yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Trying to cross
2nd
again.
and 8 coming from the 19. Back to throw. Johnson.
Tipped.
Quick
Looks
throw
fine.
knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way
That's
on this
fine.
drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
We'll slant him inwards. See if we can hit him right away.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Here's Johnson from the gun on 3rd down.
Nice in the middle. End zone.
In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
He threw the touchdown pass on that last drive,
All right.
his 20th on the year.
1:12 to go. We need to score here. We get the ball back after halftime. So, Blood. Pass block. Going for Olave.
Johnson now throwing to start the drive.
Nice.
Complete to Olave on the out route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Johnson.
Sideline it, sideline it, sideline it. Okay, timeout.
Get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
PA
As
crosser.
the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
All right. I thought they said to throw outside of the numbers, but we're doing
They
good
go play
inside.
action here on first down.
Into a defender, tipped.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's
Okay.
incomplete.
Switch flood.
Fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Off play action. Johnson.
Tipped again,
To the
dude.
sideline and nearly intercepted.
All right, that's fine.
Oh, he had that in his grasp.
Field goal.
Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Okay.
He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Will they let me try again?
Like what I see so far out of this
Are they going
defense
for
because
3?
they've been showing their best coverages on
Yeah, they're
third
going
down.
for 3.
So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail.
All right, they
What's
went for the
game
3.
plan,
They got
Charles,
it.
for the
We
second
get the ball
half?
back. Let's try
It might
this
be a
again.
little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
I had to get it out because I had a guy in the pocket. First down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Branch
Nice way to
return.
start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Johnson.
Nice catch on the
Downfield, and he's
outside.
got Olave. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Oh, my God. All right. We'll play it safe here.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
We have a 3-point game.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now the Saints, they trot their
All right, defense keeping this a 3-point game. 6:34 left in the third quarter.
Motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very.
Start with a run this time. We have his X factor the whole time, so might as well save it when we need it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And,
looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there.
I don't want to keep doing China cross.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Dude, another pick.
Right side, and it's intercepted.
Come on, man.
White with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do.
Last time out, of course, he threw the interception. Then they gave up the touchdown, surrendered the lead. So now working from behind here.
4-point game now, as we look to regain the lead. 4:50 left in the third.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Dude.
And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. Okay. He threw that into coverage.
Inside run.
It was nearly intercepted.
Inside zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Kamara.
First down.
Get him down, but not before he takes
That's
it
a big
across
hit.
the 40-yard line.
Not enough, though.
12
China
yards
cross.
there, good
okay.
for a Saints first down.
I guess if it works, right? All right.
Back to throw. Johnson.
Dude.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings
Inside
up
post
2nd
out.
down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle.
Come on,
to
man.
Shaheed. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd
Real
and
post
5.
drag. Pass block, Kamara. Go for Moreau if I can't go Olave or Shaheed.
Operating from the gun. Johnson.
Dive catch. First down. Fuck
catch.
yeah, dude.
That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Good catch.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
All right, back in this running play.
A give to Kamara running right.
Outside to the right, sideline.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the
Injury,
20.
one of our front,
Now
our linemen.
out here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
Speed dig under, I guess. I don't
Staff
know.
is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Kamara pass block.
2nd and 4.
End zone, open. Rocks.
End zone,
Fuck,
but it's
dude.
incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Dude, fuck, man.
Open, but he missed him, and
Come
it's
on.
incomplete.
Go for the
Partner, once
field
in my
goal,
life,
man.
I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Out onto the field comes
All
New
right.
Orleans.
1 point game.
A
Defense
golden
held them.
opportunity for them now following
We just
the
need to get close
interception.
enough
They
for a
need to
field
try
goal.
to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them.
I really hope I don't butcher this. 7:22 left in the fourth quarter. 1 point game. We need to chew this clock down.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he
Okay.
will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own
Okay.
19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there,
We'll
and it's
go
second and
Johnson
11.
here.
Off the play fake. Johnson. It's a short one
Right,
here, complete to his
32.
tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying
Nice.
to run for it.
First down.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there,
Need to
and it gives him a
go
new set of
mid-dig.
downs. From the 32 now, here's
Try and
first
go
and 10.
Moreau or Shaheed. If I see Olave open, I
Looking
will
to
take it.
throw. Johnson.
Oh,
Trying to
no.
lay one up deep.
Hold it.
And this
Oh,
one
my
is
God.
incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring
Okay.
up second down.
We're not quite there yet for lob passes. PA switch flood again. 2nd and 10. All right.
Off play action. Johnson. It's a short one
Nice.
here, complete
First
to the
down.
tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the
Halfback
40-yard
dive.
line.
4:45 left in the fourth quarter.
43 as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara.
Good fight.
Good
2nd and
burst
3.
there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, and it's Kamara
Through the
again.
line. First down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good
Shallow
enough for
cross.
the first down. Back to throw. Johnson. This one taken in by
Good
Olave.
fight. 2nd and 3.
So the
3:15 to
completion
go.
good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But
Nice
that
spot.
time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Johnson.
Nice.
That ball
Held it.
caught by his rookie wideout. And this is going to be another first down as the
Right
tackle's going
out.
to be made at
Nice.
the Rams' 28. Give him 10
Dig under.
yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. And
He
that
couldn't
one
hold it.
drops down,
Okay.
Incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free.
Inside
It's
zone
2nd
here.
down.
He's got to hold on to it for a field goal.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And
Okay.
he'll get this one down to about
They're
the
not going to call a
27.
timeout.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Go for Kamara inside.
He's back to throw.
Nice.
Able to
Red
find
zone.
the open man. That's complete.
There's the
Rams gonna go
timeout.
ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
All
Here's
right, here.
1st and goal.
I didn't see if they
Trying to
stripped
pound
or
it in,
not.
Kamara. And the stop
right,
will come
2nd
inside
and goal,
the 5 at
timeout.
the 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout. Their
try and
second
pass here.
as they'll head to the
Have
sideline
Kamara
and
pass
talk
block.
over what to do next. Back to throw. This
Nice.
one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Xander Horvath.
I really hope they don't make me
his
try to go for
first
2.
touchdown on the year. And the Saints put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love
All right,
what we're
let's go
seeing out of
spacing
him
again.
here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Okay.
It's interesting.
5-point game. Defense has a minute.
Even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations.
Yeah, it's all on our defense. They've been doing good so far.
They were ready for the pass.
Dude, he had that too. Come on. All right, let's see here. See what they can do. They're gonna fucking lob the ball. I know it. Fuck yes.
Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately
there we
the
go.
defense held
Back on the
tough
board.
To get the victory.
Once again.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So for the Saints, the win moves them a couple games over
even though that was a quick game, that was very
7-5,
intense for us.
And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
We really got to pick our plays there. Throwing that interception did not help us. But we did come out on top here. I believe we're 7-5 now. I believe that is, yeah. 7-5. Going into week 13. As we look for that higher slot on the playoffs. So we'll see you guys in the next one.
Fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything